And the antidepressants are true. I've been on antidepressants. My daughter's three years. That's how long I've been taking them. Highly recommend them, okay? If you're trying to raise kids without medication, you're making a huge mistake. This is how great my meds are. Right now, I feel like tonight's show could be my big career break. The one. You gotta get these meds. My doctor prescribed them. He said, Celexa, Joe, 20 milligrams, right? But I'm kind of cheap. So I said, hey, can you up it to 40 milligrams? You ever do this? And then you break your pills in half. One copay, now you got 2 months of meds, right? Yeah. But I'm kind of an idiot. I didn't know that you should go to a pharmacy and buy one of these little pill cutters to make the nice, precise cuts. People in their 60s and 70s, if you're here, you know about cutting your pills with the little pill guillotine? It's like, perfect cuts. I'm 47. I'm breaking pills in half in my kitchen with my thumbs. One day I'm on an 8 milligram. Next day I'm ODing on a 32. 1 and 2 milligrams rolling around on the kitchen floor. My 7-year-old thinks they're candy. Oh, there's Pez on the floor. It's all candy here. About 5 weeks later, he's like, hey, Daddy, I don't need any more toys. I'm good. And when you start taking an antidepressant, you start realizing other people in your family are on medication, right? Like, I started finding out later in life that my dad has an anxiety issue, right? Unmedicated, you know, he's old school Italian, he's not gonna medicate it, you know, but he has anxiety. And I never knew about it because he's in his early 70s, and that generation of people didn't tell their kids about their inner workings, right? I'm in my late 40s, I'm honest with my kids. That's the new way to raise kids. I have breakfast with them every morning. My 3-year-old daughter, my 7-year-old son, I look right at him, I go, listen, your dad's got mental problems. There's a good chance you guys might have some mental problems. So what do you want, Fruit Loops or Rice Krispies? You got your choice. One day I'm driving my 7-year-old to first grade. I'll never forget this. I just look at him, I go, hey, just want to let you know, you might feel the walls closing in at some point. I didn't find out my dad had this anxiety thing until my 40th birthday. I planned a cruise with my dad and I. That's something you do earlier in your early 40s. I don't know if anyone's there yet, where you're like, I'm gonna plan a trip with just my dad, right? It sounds like a great idea. You're like, it's gonna get us close. It's gonna be awesome. 3 days into the cruise, I'm like, fuck, I think I wanna break up with my dad. I wanna see other dads. Gotta be somebody better for me than this guy. We start pulling away from land in Fort Lauderdale. I'll never forget it. He's looking out the porthole on the ship and he just starts going. Oh my God. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. I think I'm having one of my anxiety attacks. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I've had an anxiety problem most of my life. That's what he says. I go, why would you never tell me about that? He goes, thought it might have skipped a generation. I'm like, asshole, this isn't Teen Wolf. That's why I need the crowds to be older. You're in your 20s, you didn't get that Teen Wolf joke. She's like, is that a show on MTV? No, it's a movie with Michael J. Fox. It was a classic. His dad was a Teen Wolf.